Welcome to Season 3 of Playing Around Wisconsin. By now, returning viewers know the goal: to play every single public golf course in the state of Wisconsin and share it with you. For those of you new to the channel, welcome to the journey. There will be lows, highs, great people, and most importantly, great golf courses. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this next stop as we play around Wisconsin. Lodi Golf Club. My very first time visiting the golf course. I had heard interesting reviews prior to this trip, and, well, walking off this golf course, I was really impressed with everything. 3,000 yards at the tips, not a terribly long course if you look at that number, but this course does play a lot more challenging than you might think at that overall length. The particular piece of that challenge is how precise you have to be on this golf course on just about every hole. The first hole, at 294 yards from the blue tees, is a perfect example of just how precise you must be. Regular viewers of the program recognize my good friend Dave, who was able to join me at a good midpoint between where he's coming from, where I was going. Lodi is smack in the middle, great place to go. But the precision piece of this puzzle is again on completely full display. I had a well-struck 3-wood that wound up bounding down to the right side of the green, and then a wedge did not stick on that top plateau. My goodness gracious, precise. You have to hit the ball on one shelf or the other shelf if you want to have an easy putt, and needless to say, I did not do that myself. So, again, Lodi Golf Club, precision is key. And once you reach that first green, it doesn't take you too long to figure out just how beautiful this golf course is and all of the surrounding vistas with it. Staying on that theme with some more beautiful views from the second tee box, right behind the first green is the second hole. Nestled between a ton of trees, like I mentioned ad nauseum by now, precision is important. Dave and I tried to get a little aggressive and tried to cut the dog leg right. Both found ourselves in a little bit of jail. So, be aggressive at your own risk. And, well, we risked it and unfortunately did not come out on top. The second hole's green, like most of the greens at Lodi, are pretty amply sized. And I would venture to say that this, especially with the pin where it was probably the flattest green that we saw all day. The greens overall were in fantastic shape, and just with the rest of the entire course, especially late in the season, I was really impressed by everything. This third hole is no joke. Playing the back tees, we decided to get every piece of this golf course that we possibly could. 204 yards up a hill with the wind hurting, not an easy hole. Certainly not easy at all. And again, being my very first time playing this golf course, it was all a brand new experience, really just trying to get comfortable and figure everything out. This may seem like an excuse, which sure, it might as well be, but looking at Dave's putt here and then mine coming back down the slope, this green is no joke. So if you make it out here, and I strongly suggest that you do, take the time to look at the putts from every possible angle. Certainly not the best start for both Dave and myself, but at this juncture, this time of the year, I don't think either of us really cared all that much. Just look at this view. The similarities between the second and the fourth holes are pretty obvious. Downhill par 4s, less than 400 yards, dog legs to the right. This hole a little bit wider open than the second hole. I think both Dave and I just got a little bit luckier on where our tee shots wound up. Dave's was able to scoot through the tree line, and mine was in the right center of the fairway at about 120 yards to the green. This green has a significant slope from right to left as you approach it, and falls back off the back edge as well. you might have a tough time having your approach shot hold on this green if you land it in the wrong spot. Finally, a chance at birdie for myself. Take a look at how far short I leave it. I'll blame it on myself and a little bit of ignorance, but make sure you, again, like I mentioned on that last green, look at every angle that you can. The fifth hole at Lodi Golf Club is no joke of a par 4. Coming in at 434 yards from the back tees and into the teeth of a really gusty breeze, neither one of us really put us in good or decent shape off the tee. It's a pretty narrow hole, and with the growth on the left side, really you have to be, like, you guessed it, extra precise. Adding to the difficulty with these giant overhanging evergreen trees, if you miss on the right, you're going to have to punch out something super low. Try not to risk it. It's probably not going to be worth it getting stuck with all of those sappy trees. The back left of this green slopes away from the hole, and the rest of it is pretty much straight downhill. Dave had a tough time leaving that one close, and after watching him hit that putt, I got a little gun shy stepping over this putt. Not my best effort, really a disappointing hole overall, but I think it really does speak to just how generally challenging this hole on this golf course is. No excuses, but truly, if a double bogey happens to you like it happened to me, I won't judge you for it as long as you don't judge me for it. Happy to see Dave knock this one in, finally putting the bleeding to a stop after that fifth hole. Following that up is no joke of a par 5. 537 yards from the back tees. Thankfully, we had the wind helping us out a little bit on this hole compared to the last. Hole number 6 is really where the side hill lies start to come into play, coming down from that slope that we started the course on. Everything about this hole has a left to right bias, and it's pretty clear and evident from that angle off the tee shots. Dave, finding himself in the fairway finally, no offense buddy, set himself up, and so did I, well, setting both of ourselves up for a quality 3-shot approach to this hole. Getting there in 2 at 537 yards, no matter what the wind is doing, is going to be a tall order for just about any player. And this angle really speaks to that. Trying to get something to stick from the rough, not an easy thing to do, and especially if you dig your heel into the ground, closing your face. Yet another poor wedge shot that I've put onto the internet for the whole world to see.
Ready?
Yeah.
The 6th green is one of the flatter greens at the golf course, with the significant amount of the break going from the back to the front side of the green. All in all, with both Dave and I missing these putts on the same side of the hole, I'd love to have that wedge shot back from about 75 yards. But if the round's going to be ugly, at least it's at a beautiful golf course. Parallel to the 6th hole, the 7th hole off the tee is absolutely stunning. Just look at that. I'm sorry I couldn't get it quite at peak fall colors, but with the little taste of it that we get on this video, you can only imagine what it looks like when it's absolutely perfect. And speaking of absolutely perfect, if you can hit something over the top of the trees on the right side of the fairway, the ball should roll out to the center of the fairway with the slope being so steep from right to left. Mine just got gnarled in the rough just a touch, and with this downhill shot, both Dave and I on our approaches landed the ball about 10 yards short and still watched the ball roll through the entire length of the green. So if you can hit something high that lands on the flat surface, that's good. Otherwise, playing it short and trying to have something roll out might not be the smartest or most efficient play. I'm not sure what other kind of camera angle could really show what kind of slope this green has from front to back, but believe me when I say, this is a tough green to hold. Not a bad roll from Dave coming off the fringe, putting himself in a position for a makeable putt to get off of this hole. And thankfully, with 2 makeable putts for myself and him, we're able to keep the bleeding from stopping. Happy to see a par putt finally drop for myself. Precision would be an understatement on the 8th hole. I think exact might be the appropriate adjective to describe how you have to play this one. It's as narrow as you can possibly imagine, with the gap between the trees right above Dave's head on that shot being what you have to hit if you want to have any sort of look at the green.
Yeah.
And me and my squirrely driver managed to do exactly what I wanted to do, hitting a cut that landed right between the trees, just a little bit short. So thank goodness that's what happened, because I have no idea how else this hole would have happened. Poor Dave sliced the ever-loving daylights out of his tee shot and elected just to simply drop where mine landed, and still had a lot of extra work to do. A birdie putt here with the most fantastic view of this golf course, coming up short, really speaks to, well, my lack of ability to hit the ball to a cup with confidence, but also to the slope that goes from the back to the front, as well as the left to the right as you approach the green. Happy to see another par putt drop here, especially since, well, you watched the beginning of this video. Not too hot. At 155 yards, this 9th hole is a little bit more challenging than you might think. The camera unfortunately doesn't really show just how tight the green is with all of the trees on the back and left of it, so it is a little bit of a knee knocker when you get over the ball. A miss left, and not very far left, could prove to be absolutely fatal for any player at any round at any time. So keeping the ball down the middle is going to be absolutely critical and crucial, however you might play this hole. Still can't make a putt, get the ball to the hole with any sort of confidence, but I'll happily take 3 pars to finish. And Dave, cashing one, ending our round. But Lodi Golf Club, an absolutely stunning visual experience. Difficult golf experience, but also really rewarding when you have good shots happen. Putts rolling in, but be prepared for that not to happen if you don't know the course that well. Just get your butts out here. It's a fantastic place to play. Thank you for watching yet another episode of Season 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe, do all that stuff, and we will see you next time.